Hey everybody, welcome back to Duke of Cards and the Esper family channel. This video is a little different. We're going to talk about some of our family history, how we immigrated to the United States in the 1850s, how Duke Esper, or aka Duke Esper, or Charles Esper, the professional ball player, with his family history, and his brother William Matt, who I'm named after, and then the lineage down to me, and some of the things that have been passed down through the years, and info, and his baseball career, and how dynamic his baseball career really was. And it was really special that he played for the Baltimore Orioles teams in 94, 95, and 96, which were their biggest years and his best years of playing pro ball. So we're going to do the first half of the video is going to be our family history. And then the second half of the video, I'm going to focus just on the career of Charlie, aka Duke Esper, and how the name got changed, and also some of the highlights of his career, which a lot of people may or may not have known. So that's where we're going to go from here. So to go over a little of our family history, we are immigrants from the 1850s. We immigrated from Germany in they say 1855 or 1857. A lot of this research came from my father, a lot of it pre-internet. He did a lot of legwork, a lot of time searching census bureaus, cemeteries, family members. He just did a lot of research and did an unbelievable job of tracking our lineage. When Godfrey Aschbacher, no, I'm not saying that right in the German, I apologize, but he came over in the 1850s and spent some time here before he became a U.S. citizen. And we have a copy of our citizenship from the United States of America for Godfrey Aschbacher in 1862. Since 1862, and he married and had 6 children, 4 boys and 2 daughters. We're just going to focus for our time is on Charlie, aka Duke Esper, and his brother William Matt, who I'm named after. And Charles Duke Esper was born 18. We have differing dates. My dad has his research of 1868. There's other record of 1867. There's also him being born in Phoenixville, PA, and Salem, New Jersey. So either way, we'll just go from there. We'll have William Matt, who I'm named after, is born in 1870, and we'll just go through the lineage a little bit from there, and we'll go on Duke's side. He grew up in the Kensington area of Pennsylvania, and that's where he learned to play ball through some of the research that I've seen and read. That he played double A ball in the Delaware League. They call it the Smyrna Delaware League in the 1889-1890 era, and I guess caught the eye of some scout, and that his pitching was good enough to get a start on the Philadelphia Athletics and Pittsburgh Alleghenies in the 1890s, and that would have been his rookie year. And then he ended up playing baseball from 1890 to 1898. He married in 1890 He had one child. Unfortunately, that child at 5 years old was struck by a car and was killed. Um, so unfortunately, his career went south after the passing of his child. It was completely understandable. His only child. And from the record I read that and from family members telling us stories, that he wasn't the same after. And his health did decline over time. Unfortunately, after baseball, in the 1900s, early 1900s, he was a policeman for Philadelphia. He also had part ownership in a restaurant bar. Um, and for 10 years, in 1910 is when he passed away from liver failure, which could be possibility of drinking too much. We don't know. And then that's when he passed away in 1910 at the age of 43. And on his brother's side, William Matt, who I'm named after, he was born in 1870. He had 4 children, 3 boys, 1 daughter. And one of the boys was Gordon. Gordon had 5 children, and 2 boys and 3 daughters. And one of his boys was Charles. Charles was my dad. And I'm the youngest of 4. And somewhere in the early 1900s, Matt had moved from Salem, New Jersey to Altoona, where he remained, and that's where my grandfather, Gordon, where we visited him. As a child, I remember going to visit him, spending many days sleeping on the floor in a very cold, drafty house. It's okay. Good memories, though. And so I'm the youngest of 4. And that's the brief heritage of the Esper lineage. And on the other half of the video, I'm going to go in depth talking about Charles, aka Duke Esper's baseball career. And I got some exciting stuff to show you, so you want to check that out. We actually have memorabilia that's been passed down, and there's 3 baseball cards. They used to call them cabinet cards, that I'm going to show you at the end of the video. So see you there.